Well, hello all. My name's David, and you are welcome to David's Birdroom. Come on in. Well, come on in because now it's the 11th of May 2025. A week later, in the Birdroom, Sunday morning live, I'll let you see what's been happening here in David's Birdroom. A week can make a big difference in the Birdroom. The chicks that are in the nest grow really quick, and you can see a big difference from one week to the next. Currently now I have got 30 young birds rung, canaries, in my first round, which for me now is, I'm really pleased with that. 30 young ones, first round, so happy. Give you a wee quick rundown. We'll go over here. Pair number 1 still hasn't laid. Pair number 2, there's young ones in the nest. Will you see these? Pair number 3 is a hen that's on her own, and she has 2 young ones to that cockbird. That cockbird there so it's pair number 3 and 7. She hasn't laid yet, so we'll see how they go. Pair number 4 is sitting on full eggs, along with this cockbird. She's to that cockbird. Pair number 8 is sitting on possibly full eggs. Pair number 5, she's got young ones in the nest. Number 6 and 10. I've told you all about these and what's happening. This is 6 and 10. I'll show you a wee bit more in detail about them. With the colour canaries, pair number 10, which is that one, along with pair number 6. Well, this is a trio of reds, a non-intensive cock and 2 intensive hens. What I have is the triple cage, 2 dividers in, and the dividers with a small gap at the back of that one, open, and the same with that. What it does is the cockbird is able to go from that cage to there, to there, to the 2 hens. Number hen and number 10, of which you can see the cockbird sitting on the nest with the hen sitting on eggs. Now she has a set of 4 or 5 eggs that are full. Now the same cockbird with the trio has cage number 6 sitting on eggs. Now the 2 hens laid on the same day and set on the same day, and both sets of eggs are fertile. This is my first time trying a trio in an open cage with a cockbird running free among the 2 hens. Let's see how they get on. Hen number 8 is sitting on eggs. Number 9 is feeding young ones. Number 10 and number 11 is due to lay again, and number 12 has got chicks in the nest. Let's see what's around here. Number 13 still has the young ones doing well. Number 14, I don't think she's laid again. She's built a great nest. No, hasn't laid. Number 15, there's 3 young ones in the nest. Number 16, there's 3 in there. The number 17, do you remember last week I told you number 17, she was sitting on mealy redpoll eggs. Well, there were 2 eggs that I had brought in from the outdoor flight that the hen had abandoned as such. Well, I've got 1 young mealy in that nest, and I have it rung now, and I think it's doing well so far. See how it goes. And then the ivory pair, there's 2 young ivories and 1 young fostered red. So all in all, the canaries are doing really, really well, and not much more to report on them. I'll let you see a few wee videos of them, of the young ones that are in the nest, but in general, happy. So here I will take you and let you see what's been happening with the Siskins here in David's birdroom. I've had 6 pair of Siskins that had all been down and laid. Pair number 5, if you remember, had laid a set of eggs but didn't sit. I moved her eggs to another hen over in the corner, but unfortunately all those eggs were blank. So nothing from pair number 5, but I see she's been messing about, building again. Pair number 6 is a brown pair. She had young ones only for me to find them all through out of the nest. So no young ones in pair number 6. Pair number 2, we have a brown pastel cockbird along with an Isabel hen. She also had young ones in the nest, but unfortunately found them on the floor of the cage, lost them. So these 3 eggs but no young ones. Now that's the joys of breeding native birds. Pair number 1, we have a brown pastel cockbird along with an Isabel hen. Now she has 2 young ones in the nest and so far doing well. Pair number 3 is a pair of normals. We have a yellow dominant hen with a normal cockbird. She has 2 young ones in the nest, and I came out here the other day and one of her young ones had actually jumped the nest and was sitting on the floor of the cage and was like her. It was a nice yellow dominant Siskin. The second young one hasn't come out of the nest yet. I got a wee sneak look at it this morning. I think it's like the father, it's going to be a normal Siskin. The pair at the bottom, we have a normal cockbird with an ivory hen. She has got 2 young Siskins in the nest, and she's actually fostering 1 lesser redpoll from the outdoor aviaries. So out of 6 pair, 3 pair have young ones and are doing well so far. Not big nests of young ones. There's sort of 2, 2s and 2s. But here, 2, 2s and 2s, happy enough. Early in the season, I'm really pleased to be getting some young Siskins. So now, what I'll do, we'll take you outside and let you see what's been happening in the outdoor aviary with my lesser redpolls and my mealy redpolls. So come on with me. The weather's been great here at the minute. Lovely sunny days, nice warm temperatures. It's been great. Sure, when you get days like this, boy, is it hard to beat. Nice blue sky. There's some wee fluffy white clouds, but here, beautiful. We'll move along. See all the vegetable patch. Everything's all coming on well. We have mint, we have strawberries. There's garlic, there's peas, there's lettuce, there's onions, lettuce coming. And there's different kinds of fancy lettuce. There's spinach. My garlic has just gone crazy and getting ready to pot other things out. But here, the outdoor aviary, the perspex is all open because within the aviary, as you all know, it's connected onto my greenhouse and it can be very warm. So I do come out every morning, pull across the perspex, and so come out every morning, pull across the perspex to let a bit of air blow through it, because it can be very warm. Plants are coming on well. as we can see. I do a little bit of bonsai of native trees. Here we have a hawthorn, the mountain ash, we have oaks, so there's different little plants that I've been working on. And here we have one down here. There's an oak tree. So anyway, you just want to see birds, you don't want to see plants. Come on through. Come on through and see what's been happening in the outdoor area. If you could actually feel it in here, it's roasting. So warm. Right. Where are we at? Pair of Mealies in number 1. Pair of Lessers in number 1. Nothing as yet. Now, this lesser hen, beautiful dark cobby brown lesser hen, currently up in this corner. Now she's part of a trio. Now she has got 4 young ones in that nest, and 4 they'll probably be due to ring tonight. So we'll see how they get on. So that one, part of that, she is along with that cockbird. So as a trio, we're working well. Next trio of lessers, we have that cockbird, and the hen that he's with is sitting up in here, currently sitting on eggs. And the other hen that he's with is in this cage, and she is up in this corner, and she has got young ones hatched. So the 4 lesser hens that are along the top, 3 either sitting on eggs or feeding young ones. So happy. Now is where the problem had went during the week. My mealy redpolls. Trio mealy redpolls. You see there's 3 of them in here, and they get through from that cage into that cage. Now, both the hens had laid, and all the eggs were fertile. So there was 5 eggs in each nest, 5 eggs, all fertile. But you know, as soon as they hatched, the hen threw the young ones out of the nest. Now the only thing I can put this down to is they're young hens, and what I am thinking is they're probably just in too good a form. I had been giving them the egg food, the conditioning food, to bring them all into condition, and they were still getting this up until they laid the eggs. But I think they were just in too good a condition and weren't ready to feed young ones. I have cut back on all of the fancy foods. They're getting no egg foods, they're getting no soak seeds, they're getting a plain mixed Canary seed diet, of which I've always been giving them. So we'll see how they get on again. I think that hen in this nest, she has laid again, so we'll see how they go. And we have a pair on this side which have yet to lay yet, so we'll see how they work out. We'll come across up to the top with my Siskin and my brown lesser hen. Currently no nest building, no eggs. We'll see how they get on. I had a brown pair of lessers in this cage. Now, she did have 5 eggs, 5 full eggs, and same again. When they hatched, she threw them all out of the nest. So she's back down again, just here on the edge of the nest. So she's back down again on eggs for a second time around, and I have, same again, took that edge off her. Here we have a brown hen. As you can see, she's carrying wee bits and pieces. she's along with a native goldfinch cockbird. Currently is building a nest in here, so I'm just waiting to see if any eggs arrive. A goldfinch lesser redpoll hen. Down here we have a trio of mealy redpolls. The hen that was in here had 5 eggs, fertile, 5 had hatched, and for the first day they were okay. Second day I came out, 2 young ones on the floor. The other 3, she had them back, and the next morning they were gone. She didn't feed them. She came off the nest and didn't feed them. So the other hen that is now, she is sitting on eggs. She is in here. You just might see her head bobbling about in the nest. So she's now sitting on eggs. Don't know if they're full or not, or what the crack is. Now over at the end is, as you know, something reasonably new for myself here in davidsbirdroom is a pair of greenfinches. A good, decent pair, show pair of greenfinches. Now the hen is currently sitting on the nest, and I do believe there's young ones hatched. And if so, they'll be 1-2 days old. We'll see how they go. So there we have a recap on what's been happening here in the outdoor aviaries here at davidsbirdroom. Lesser redpolls settling down now. The trios sitting on eggs, some feeding young ones, some young ones ready to hatch, and getting there. Hen up here will get young ones rung very soon. Mealy redpolls went through a bit of a bad patch, laid plenty of eggs, had plenty of young ones, didn't rear those young ones. They're settled down now again. We'll see how they get on. The hybriding pairs along the top, the lesser redpoll with the Siskin, the lesser redpoll with the goldfinch, but building nests, getting ready to lay. We'll get you updated on that. A trio of mealies, same again, had eggs, had young ones, didn't do, back down on eggs again, getting there. We'll see how they get on. Pair of greenfinches sitting on eggs, young ones hatched and doing well. Next week we'll get you back and let you see how they get on. So all in all, the outdoor aviary a little bit slower, but getting there. It's still early in the season, still early in the season. So for now, I hope you are all having a good breeding season yourself. And for now, I'll say goodbye, and we'll catch you all next week here in davidsbirdroom. Bye bye.